we are part 2, and let's talk about some books. I have been doing a lot of book shopping lately because I am working on, ooh guys, if you watch the previous, you saw all that stuff was flying off that cooker's bag. Still on me. Anyway, I was working on my summer reading stuff. Also, Caribbean's coming. We will announce the date soon. We also will be doing, for me, reading Caribbean book all month, except for whatever book comes out the jar. One of my most anticipated book is not Caribbean, but I think I'm gonna savor that for July. But I'm tempted if the mood hits me. But I'm gonna do what I did last year. I think I read about 10 Caribbean books for the month, and I'm hoping to do that. So we're gonna start with some books that I got, what I picked up at the store when I was in New York. And so the thing I'm playing with is I got a new tripod. It is the one that moves when you move. You put your phone on and it literally moves to your face. And I haven't really tested out in a video to show you guys, but I've been playing with it and I think it's pretty cool. So for instance, if I'm talking and moving, it's gonna move when I'm moving, that kind of deal. And I picked this up, so it's my new toy. When I was at the pop-up event, I got the book for my godson. I didn't get to see him, so that's why it's still with me. But the author was there, and I thought this was such a special title. What's so special about books? And so I am excited for this. And I don't know, I might just read it to him on the phone since I didn't get to see him over the weekend. I showed you guys this in the previous video. I just picked it up. It was a new release, just came out from Vanessa Riley, and this is again, it says that it's a historical fiction and it's centered around Regency-like romance. So I am going to try and finish this before the month end. This is the book I'm going to read this week. So I'm excited for that. I picked up romance book, An Island Summer. And this one is, I think it's second chance romance. And there's a bit of some kind of mystery going on with it as well. But honestly, the title is probably my motivation for picking this up. But it's giving me very contemporary romance. And I need a little bit of that because, y'all, and I tell you, I've been reading some romance. Yeah, Christine C. Jones, Paranormal, I can't even say it right. Vampire Situation. All right, the next books I'm gonna talk about are all Caribbean. So, and these are definitely, I'm pretty sure I'm going to put them on my TBR. A lot of it I'm jumping in blind, but these have been books that have been on my radar that I just want to read, especially when he talks about going back home and that kind of thing. And The House of Plain Truth, which I've seen mixed review on this, but nevertheless it's a Jamaican author, so I was here for this. And it's giving me family's drama, and I'm here for family drama, especially when you're talking about Jamaica family drama, it's always juicy. All right. And this is brought upsy, and this is, it's a saying that I've heard, but I'm not familiar with even using that really. And this one again, them I come home back to Jamaica, so now I got them yard. So mix up I go on with this one. And it's just, I don't even want to know. This is definitely, yeah. And then this one is been around for a while now, and The Island of Forgetting. And this one I've seen talked about many times. Miriam J.A. Chancey blurb this. So, and you know how much I love that author. And I think this is Trini. Is it Trinidad? Trinidad. Is it? my bad. Don't come for me, y'all. Barbados. This is Barbados. And I have not read a Barbadian author in a minute. So I'm excited now that I realize that it is Barbados. Why did I think it was Trinidad? But Barbados. Sorry, my bad. Don't come for me, Bajan folks. So these are the only 3 Caribbean books that I'm adding to the list. But there's more for now. All right. Let's talk about Ripped Bodice, and this is a romance bookstore in Brooklyn. Let me tell you, I've never been there, seen it, and now I realize how close it is to my parents' house. Like, you can walk. The way I be walking, I walked, because I literally walked from there home. So, but it is a walk. Nevertheless, it's not far. I mean, the Uber ride there, I think I Ubered there because I really thought it was going to be far. But then I got there, I'm like, wait a minute, it's not even far. Very close to the Atlantic Mall. And it was very much giving me classic, romantic, sexy vibes in there in terms of there was books in the ceiling, like books open to pages on the wall, on the ceilings, hanging out. The back had those 2 chairs, and I feel like that's probably when they do their author events. I do wish they were bigger, but I guess they wasn't going to take a chance because, I mean, when you think of a romance bookstore, you're probably thinking it's a gamble. Am I going to do well? They're certainly doing well. There were a lot of people in there. There was a lot of people in there. It is very much catchy, and it covers every romance genre you can think of. I mean, anywhere from, you're talking YA to erotic. They have Christian romance. They have Regency romance, historical romance, contemporary romance. They did have black authors, but not enough. But then I remember a lot of the black authors that write romance that I enjoy are all independent author. So oftentimes you're not going to find independent author in a bookstore. So I had to like wheel back with that. But all the other ones that I do enjoy reading, they were there. And so I picked up quite a few, and I was shocked the bill was not screaming at me. So let's start off with Miss Beverly Jenkins. I had to, and I'm glad she was in there. And I haven't read anything from her in about a year now. I finished a series, and I think I've read, yeah, I'm looking at my bookshelf. There's no books from her that I haven't read yet. So I saw this, and you know, Destiny's Surrender, and I was thinking, here we go with this cover. Here we go, spicy. So I picked this up. The next author, never heard of, and Nobody's Princess, and it's giving me contemporary, but historical fiction contemporary still could get me. And I was like, I'm going to give this one a try. I love the cover. The cover was definitely eye-catchy. Yeah. So for the summer romance, y'all see your summer romance list going on here. I am definitely doing, so I'm going to be doing a video talking about all the summer romance I want to read. I mean, I thought I was going to have 10, 11, probably going to be more than that on the list. But these are books I want to read to the end of August. So they're not going to be a 1 month situation. It's just throughout summer. And so they're going to be physical books, and also I have ebooks. Then I got a, this one, Waiting for Friday Night. And this one is, it's a football, sports romance, but parents. I was like, okay, we're gonna give this one a chance. It's not giving me summer really, but we're gonna add it to the list. This one is definitely summer, and that's the only reason why I got it, and it's Island Time. And this one, what was it? This one is Australian. And I was like, I don't think I've ever read no romance happening in, you know, down under. So I was like, I picked it up. Oh, I'll tell you why I picked this up. So I read a few years ago, there's a Caribbean book called Hurricane something. Can't remember the name of the title. Anyway, where there was a hurricane and they, you know, they went, the couple, well, not a couple, one lived there, the other one went to visit for a wedding, but didn't get off the island in time for the hurricane. Hurricane came, destroy. They couldn't even get off where the area they were. And it was like a romance. And I remember how much I love that book. And this one is volcano erupt and they stuck. So I was like, oh, let's see how this one's gonna play out, because I love the other one. That's why I picked this up. I was trying to figure it out, and I saw the volcano. Yeah. And then I got, this one is a popular book. It also got mixed review, but I still want to read it, and it's gonna be read, you know, only for the weekend. Now, let me tell you, I think I read one chapter of this and I had to pause it at the time because I think I was fighting a reading slump and this wasn't getting me there. But nevertheless, it's kind of spicy and juicy and gossipy and all of that. So only for the week. And I think, I want to say her sister, it's a messy bit where her sister's dating her ex, or getting married to her ex. Yeah, I have no idea why I am still trying to make myself read this book, but now that I bought it, I'm going to read it because I bought it. And then I got a graphic novel. Look how pretty this is. I didn't see anything in there that's, you know, rated R. It just looks very romantic and lovey-dovey, but no rated R situation going on in here. So that was a good thing, because Lord knows I picked up some graphic novel recent, and the first few pages I'm like, yeah, I wasn't ready. But I'm kind of glad I got this. It's a DC, and I'm gonna get into this one and maybe do a video where I catch up on all the graphic novels that I own that I haven't read yet. So that is all I got, and they had all these, you know, free bookmarks. So that's my little souvenir that I'm gonna use. And then I went to the Center for Fiction, which I always go to events there, and oh, they gave me bookmarks too. So, oh, all right. They gave me a Tony and Edgar Allan Poe. All right, so I picked up Ella. Ella is not my favorite jazz singer of that time. Of course, Billie Holiday is, but I have quite a bit of her album. I own a lot of Ella Fitzgerald album, and this book is inspired. This is why it's called a novel, because of course it's a lot of fiction going to be up in this, but it's given very much inspired by Ella Fitzgerald. So I am going to read this, I think, after before the summer ends, because she's, if they're gonna go into her life, I'm sure they're gonna sorry guys, the lighting, they're going to hint on those horrible relationships she's had and try to make it, you know, a spin on it. But then it's also, it's the early years of Ella Fitzgerald. So it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna focus on her early life, back in the 1930s. So of course, I just know I'm gonna enjoy this. I don't know why. When I saw it, it just grabbed me in the store. and so I picked this up immediately. And then the last book, y'all, I'm looking because I feel like this is not the only books I bought recently. Yeah, if I find any more books, I'll just do it in another video. And then of course I need to read some more James Baldwin. This is my favorite author, period. And I have not read The Devil Finds Work. I love the title. There's quite a few of his books still that I have not read, but I've read quite a few. I think I've read up to 10 or 11 books from him. And he is just amazing to me. And I want to add this to the list, but this is looking like an August kind of book. So yeah, so we're gonna get to that as well. And that's it, guys. That is all the books that I'm gonna really share in this video. And I will be coming back to talk about Caribbean books that I want to read in June. So I'm going to be a video dedicated to that, as well as my wrap up for this month. And I'm still reading. I am still enjoying. And I just got myself out of a funk with the books I was reading. With these Christine C. Jones, vampire books. I've never. And I read those two books, Curiosity and Caution. And I think there's gonna be a third one because it's 3 brothers. Y'all, I'm in my, yeah, I'm enjoying those books a bit too much. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.